This guy is gonna go all Arcane, if I can help it, of course. Desert? Yeah, sure, Desert. Now, this is not very strong, even though, yes, it kinda hits hard at the very start, then, of course, it's, well, ranged, it's auto-targeted, but doesn't do anything else. It really doesn't. It's just a filler ability. Doesn't apply anything interesting, doesn't... You know, it only hits 2 enemies, which is not exactly much. Well, yet then again, it has a small area of effect. Very, very small area of effect. And that's just not enough. So here's my hope. My hope is that the Arcane Beam will be nice and fully upgraded, because it alone does a lot of damage. And of course, I hope that they're gonna get all the other Arcane abilities. Yeah, Arcane, go for that. More attack speed. Namely, what are the Arcane abilities? I know the explosion around me is Arcane. The multicast buff is Arcane. Then there's the beam, the shield, and what else? Oh yeah, there's the... What do I want more? Both of these are juicy. So this is the other Arcane skill that I know. Oh yeah, then there's also the Arcane disc. Okay, go for the beam. So now I have something that I can target. Amazing. And it hits much harder. Damage modifier of all skills tap Arcane. Yes. Arcane it up. Now, what I see, it does 1200 damage. And it feels like instead of doing it all at once, it applies it in 10 ticks. Because, well, I see 900-ish. Maybe 15 ticks. What that is telling me is that Arcane and beams in general are very good at applying on-hit effects. And why do I have 4 levels? I think I need to not do that. 15% area. Now, area actually increases the length of the beam, so I want that. I don't want any of these. Just casually ban it. Oh, Arcane Explosion, there you have. And on-hit effect. And just raw damage. Yep, I have enlarged my, well, beam. And I'm very satisfied. I'm sure my enemies aren't. But hey, who cares? Oh, Arcane Power, there you go. That's Arcane skill number 4. Arcane, magical, whatever. Area of type lasting, which is Arcane Power area. Area doesn't do anything, right? It's if you have the summons, then it's important. Or unless these guys, the developer, ever adds multiplayer. That would be interesting. Though I don't really have anyone to play with. Damage of skills type lasting, area of burst skills. Arcane Explosion, yes. If I crank the area of Arcane Explosion, it will eventually just one-shot the entire map. Happened before. Very large area, very big damage. Impressive. Now this is not Arcane. This is not Arcane. So, meh. Ooh, Arcane Shield. So now I can take big damage. I reduce multicast actually. Can Arcane Shield... If I just stand in front of the boss and, you know, take it like a champion, will I one-shot the boss? I hope I will. Okay, for that to happen, I need more multiplier on that skill. And by more, I mean much more. And much more cooldown. I want this, but actually I don't. I want Arcane. Oh, cast frequency Arcane. Yes. And this is another Arcane skill, right? Magic Bursts. Oh, 530 magic missiles in front of you. This is actually very interesting. What is the other Arcane skill? I don't even know. Multicast of Arcane Beam, good lord. So this is basically like a machine gun of sorts. And considering there are 30 of them, and, well, what I see is that eventually there's going to be a never-ending barrage of them. This also means that, well, on-hit effects. Lots of on-hit effects. Arcane Sparkles. Arcane Missile Burst Magical. You know what? Because a lot of these skills are either hard-hitting or do something. I'm just gonna replace the Arcane Missiles. It might be stupid, but whatever. And Arcane Sparks, well, this explode status, it drastically improves the damage of the next tick of damage on the enemy. And they kinda dance around, and there's going to be lots of them. And they are very annoying and loud. Oops. This may have been a mistake. Can I get my Arcane Missiles back? Please? I can't hear anything. Frailty, yes. None of this. Poison. All the unhit effect. Oh, cast frequency of Arcane Shield. 25 to 20. Doom. Useless skills. Another cast frequency. Is it me? Or this stuff just has buffed chance to get frequency? Because if this is lasting 15 seconds and has a cooldown that's less than 15 seconds, I may be able to have the shield on permanently. And by permanently, it was a couple of seconds of refresh rate, which is low-key amazing. I think the Arcane guy can actually become immortal. Air modifier all magical skills, which is all of my skills. Potency of Arcane Shield and damage modifier of type Arcane, which is, again, all of my skills. 63 times. What else do I want? Multicast, actually Frailty. Magic Missiles, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Everything is so good. So, because I have the shield, Arcane Disc, I want that. I want that. But I also want this. I don't know. Everything is so good. Okay, I don't have enough slots. And now since I cannot be stunned, I can just stand there in the red areas. And since I have the Arcane Shield, I'm not even going to take damage. You know what? I'm going to take it like a champion. Come at me, honey. Oh, you're already dead. Well, I suppose that proves it. I can become immortal like this. I just need a lot more Arcane Shield power. And, well, damage of this, useless. I want more area, yes. Useless. Anything at all that buffs my Arcane Shield is a good thing. Multicast of magical skills, which is all of them. Arcane Beam. Every time I apply Doom, and I do apply Doom. And what else? The game really wants me to upgrade this. Why? I actually want attack speed. Okay, I will become immortal the moment I get the Arcane Shield up. Well, and by up I mean, well, have a low cooldown. And much more shield. How do I even... Empowering. Can I even increase the shield and return? Cast frequency of Arcane Shield. Down to 13 seconds. So, unless it is broken, it is on me permanently. Is it possible for it to gain extra, duration or maybe extra absorbing? Because I'd love the absorbing. Area of Arcane Explosion. Absolutely take that. None of this. Maybe block. I don't have a lot of magnet, mind you, so I have to pick all of this up manually. Faithful Strikes. Yes, please. Hey. Okay. Cast frequency of Arcane Power. Ooh. But actually I want more experience. Because it's nice and early. And by early I mean, well, 2 bosses down. Almost a 3. And cast frequency of Arcane Shield. Again, down to 12 seconds. The most important question that I have with the Arcane Shield is that, can I improve the absorb and the damage return? Hello, hi. You're dead. I hope I can. Damage modifier Arcane Sparks, but actually poison. Because, well, I have so much stuff lying out. Might as well just have it all apply on hit effects. Yeah, this is my place now. I exist in the corner and I laser things. And unlike the prior fire build, this Arcane build is just 100% Arcane. No questions asked. More Doom. And how much damage am I doing? 2 grand. And I'm not even killing enemies with the lasers themselves. It is really... It's not even this thing. I think it's the Doom that kills them. Okay. Damage modifier of type lasting. So, 40%. Will this improve my shield? 4863. Yes, it did. 6075. Oh, impressive. Arcane Shield. Can actually make me immortal. If I level it up. If. That is the key. Because if I don't, well, you just saw it pop. So, there's that. Okay. Damage for magic missiles, damage of Arcane Beam. Everything into damage. And actually, if I get any Arcane damage buff, I should just take it. Actually, if I take just the damage buff in general, I think that would be better than anything else. Bloodless, useless. Which actually brings me area of burst. Yeah, go for that. That brings me to Might. Might improves the potency. And potency grants me shield. So in theory, I should just have a lot of might. Yeah, theory crafting. At its best. How many levels do I get here? 2 levels? Oh, just 1. Cast frequency of this stuff. Okay, this is gonna get annoying. Ow. Well, I have no defense, so yeah, the moment the shield is broken, I'm dead. Well, granted I have 2 of the revives, and I'm not really planning to stay beyond the first boss. So this is for me this is just theory crafting. More frequency. Or do I really not plan to stay beyond the first boss? I don't know. How about How about I just go into the endless mode with this? Oh, complete the match in less than 9 minutes. And I got something. Well, I'm not complaining. You know what? I'm gonna take this guy into endless and see what happens. I don't have the shield alright, so if I just face tank a lot, I'm not going to last. To put it very simply. Okay, this stuff hits for a lot. And this stuff hits for a lot. I think everything hits for a lot more because of the expose effect. Enemies just casually exposing themselves to me. And I don't appreciate that. And hit them extra hard. Yeah. This corner is very, very bad. Everything is just bouncing all over. Okay. I mean, how do I deal with that? Did that improve? It did. And I think the 5% only improved the damage, not the damage absorption. Which is not something I can get behind. Ooh, duration of arcane power. Oh, crank that. Increase multicast modifier by 100%. By 100, Carl. I can get behind that. Absolutely. And just damage modifier. Yeah, so just the damage modifier, the basic one, improves the return damage, but absorption is increased by, well, the greater cards. Where is the card? This kind of card. Okay, can I face tank this? Well, I didn't lose the shield, so I guess the answer is yes. Where's the other one? You're over here. Well, I can't face tank this, at least for a very long duration. Okay, pro tip, if I stay on top of the enemy, the Arcane Spark will just destroy him. Damage modifier Arcane Sparks. Area of Empowering. Does this improve anything? It doesn't. Okay, I'm not gonna take this. Poison stacks. Experience. Just go for experience. If I just stay in the corner, all the enemies will spawn around me very quickly, so I should be able to get into the higher levels of endless mode relatively fast. I just need to crank my shield. And shield cooldown, because this is how I survive the endless mode. Okay. Bad idea, do not face tank. Cast frequency, arcane power. Okay, with that cast frequency, arcane power is almost up 100% of the time, which is amazing. Best thing ever. Duration of arcane shield. Yes, very good as well. Don't actually think that the duration for it is the main thing to go for. It's the frequency and the absorption that has to increase. Potency. Okay, now I know potency is what I want to go for. Damage improves the damage of the shield, but not the defense. But potency improves both? It does improve both. Okay. Cast frequency, arcane beam. At this stage, I think the arcane beam is my main on-hit effect applying ability. And do I need to tell that this place is a bit noisy? It is very noisy. Ow. That hurts. Like, if I stay in the corner and let the arcane balls, the blue balls of arcane, just pile up in the corner, and surely they'll amount for something good, right? I hope it does. Okay, frequency. Go for that. Oh, but a shield. Yes, improve the shield. And mind you, I don't actually take a whole lot of damage. Maybe 20? 30? These enemies don't hit for much. Surprisingly, I hit them for a lot more than they hit me, so I guess that's fair. I want poison. Since I have this many on-hit effects, might as well just go for more and unlock all the synergies. Okay, I have two walls on either of my sides. If I just stay in here, well, bad idea. Lots of red areas. If I just stay between these two walls, then surely my balls will just bounce around and hit enemies multiple times. Where's the boss? Oh, there it is. There's the boss. I lost a revive. I lost another revive. I don't even know what hit me. Where's the second boss? Somewhere here. Okay. Now I know. I need to improve my shield before I start face tanking. And this is just noisy. Potency of shield, yes. No. And damage of burst. Well, technically shield does burst, but it's not improved by that. Why? Area. So now that I have no revives, I can just face tank again and just allow myself to get killed, because now I know that shield potency can actually carry me through the game. A multicast of Arcane Explosion, absolutely. Let it pop. Left and right. And in theory, I don't even need other skills. I can just have the Arcane Shield and a bunch of buffs. How about that? I can definitely replace Arcane Missiles with the other ability. And how about I actually do that? I just want to see the other ability. The Arcane Disc, I think it's called? Yes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace that. Air limited 5-tap Arcane. Yes. Best stuff. And I just wonder, at what stage this shield will be sufficient to just face tank everything? Because I know that it will eventually happen. What I see happening, bosses will only be able to hit me once or twice before they inevitably melt to my laser. Cast Frequency Arcane Beam, good lord. Cast Frequency Arcane Beam, good lord. I have too many balls. Yup. Arcane Shield, very good. Oh, am I dying? Yes. Do I care? No. Get this stuff. And I think I have 2 more rounds of bosses until next phase, next whatever. Burn. And before that, I actually want a bunch of frailty. Because with a bunch of frailty, well, even my basic beam, which is somewhat upgraded, will be able to hit for a lot more in fact. Okay, let's see. Damage of Arcane Sparks, I'll improve that. They hit for a lot. They hit for a very large amount. Shield is back up, very good. Arcane Disc, I'll want to replace this. And I want to see how it works. Yep, there it is, there it goes. And they return to me. How much they hit for? A lot. I think a lot more than the basic Arcane Missile Barrage thing. And they are also apply exposed. Yeah. Everything here applies exposed. Okay, there's another round. I probably don't want to face tank that just yet. Actually, if I stand between the boss and the wall, the boss will be hit much more often. Or if I just stand between the 2 bosses, maybe survive. Surviving would be great. How about that? Oh, I have the shield back. As something tells me I'm only alive because I got the shield back. Yeah. Whoops. Ooh, I got the guy. If I get this guy, no, I have 2 more. Okay, scratch that. I need 2 more guys to get killed. Now, of course, the issue here, the obvious one, I cannot see anything. That is the issue. Cast Frequency Arcane Shield, yes. Oh, 10 seconds. If I have it where the Arcane Shield has like a second, can I even do that? Okay, 3-second cooldown. That's surely enough to avoid 2 attacks from the bosses and not get 1 shot. I hope. Cast Frequency, go for that. Okay, no shield, therefore I run away. And actually, does the shield stack with itself? I don't know. It's possible that it doesn't, it's possible that it does. If I were to guess, it probably doesn't, but hey, it would be great if it did. Okay, I need to get myself back into the corner. In here. I love the corner. Oh, frailty, yes. I need to somehow get the spiders off of me to make sure I don't get slowed. Ow. And one of the bonus of the shield is that I can walk on poison. It only does 1 damage, granted. But hey, it's the 1 damage that I don't take. Hey, bosses, hello. Hello. Hi. Reach prestige stat on the Arcane Weaver. Yes. So the answer to immortality is having Arcane Shield nice and upgraded. And eventually I will get there. For now, another build. Now, my favorite guy was the spread shot, but actually, the shoot ability, while it doesn't hit, oh, 5-3 didn't actually apply that. Only hit and apply fragility.